It might be the secondary belt in WWE, but it's still been held by a lot of legends, a lot of Hall of Famers, and today we're going to look back at 2002 and crown the best Intercontinental Champion of the year. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And yes, I did make a mistake in this poll. I said international. Don't know why I was thinking of AEW during this, but shit happens.
Shit happens, damn it, and everyone's better than AEW. Will Ospreay, that's for sure. He'd be coming in at 5th place, wouldn't he?
Well, Ospreay wouldn't be on this poll. Let's not pretend otherwise.
But we've got Rob Van Dam coming in with 60% of the vote, and he is one of a kind, and I think his run was.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, I think he held the belt maybe twice. Did he have the Intercontinental Championship twice in 2002?
I believe he did. But Rob Van Dam is the man.
Yeah, you know, take your pick. He might have even had it 3 times. When he had that feud with Eddie Guerrero, the ladder match with Eddie Guerrero. Just look, Chris Jericho. I mean, RVD took on all comers. Pretty sure at WrestleMania he took on William Regal, I want to say. Was it William Regal? So, yeah, RVD just consistently putting on good matches. Workhorse. You can always believe in RVD. Also a pretty good talker as well when he's actually given the mic and allowed to cut promos and not just say, yeah, and dude. So, yeah, RVD coming in at 60%. No complaints. Moving down the list, we have Edge in 2nd place with 17% of the vote. Trying to think when Edge actually had the Intercontinental Championship.
It was the start of the
year, though.
Start of the year. He lost it to Regal, and then he went into a shampoo commercial.
Yeah, but it wasn't a long run from Edge, but it was a run nonetheless. He's came in here in 2nd place.
See with Kane, right? Why did they get rid of the Intercontinental Championship?
We'll talk more about that here. Well, let's talk about it right now.
Well, Kane's up next.
Kane in 3rd place, 12%. I don't get this. He only recently kind of won the belt, and then he goes against Triple H in almost a winner-takes-all match, and the Intercontinental belt has disappeared from Raw. I'd say in 2002, it's probably been missing on Raw for what, maybe the last 2 months?
Yep.
Maybe 3 months?
Yeah, pretty much since October.
Since October. I'm not quite sure when it gets brought back. I do believe it's after WrestleMania. That is a long time without the secondary belt. We're talking almost 6 months here.
I never knew that happened. I knew it happened, but I just assumed it came back like a week later because they realised what a mess.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, they were without the Intercontinental belt for almost 6 months.
And they got rid of the European and the hardcore. It's not like they just got rid of one.
I think that's probably my only downside of the Bischoff run, to be honest. I think the hardcore title is such an interesting belt that offers you just fun matches, hardcore matches. I don't see why you get rid. I totally get it. European Championship, all right. Maybe you don't need so many belts, but I think they should have kept the hardcore one. They didn't. Whatever. And in last place, William Regal, 10%. Is that a little bit harsh? Should William Regal?
Well, I remember him beating Edge, and then he lost to Rob Van Dam. William Regal, heel run, typical William Regal, the power of the knucks, so to speak. Power of the punch, but
he had a good year, but maybe just didn't have the Intercontinental Championship for most of it.
Aye, that's what I would pretty much agree with. But I mean, back to the Kane dilemma and the belt being disbanded. I just don't see why would you disband 3 belts within like 2 weeks of each other.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb.
But again, you said Bischoff. Is it really Bischoff's fault?
No, it's not Bischoff, but he was the one. You know, he was the GM, so
he was the kayfabe in charge, wasn't he?
Aye, he was basically the one kind of doing it. So
but I agree with Rob Van Dam.
I agree. I think the other 3, you could have picked any order, to be honest. I had no complaints who came second here. Honourable mentions, who would you say here? Who could have been on this list? I'm trying to think of other Intercontinental Champions. Eddie Guerrero had the belt for a short period of time.
He did.
Might be the only other person, I think, to hold it in this year.
Yeah, obviously Triple H didn't get to hold it, did he?
No. So I think maybe that was the only other champion. I think Rob Van Dam's the correct winner. So yeah, there you go. Let's move on to the comments then. Ben Mueller says RVD, and I'm pretty sure you mean Intercontinental Champion instead of International. I do, yeah. It was a botch for me. I must have had the displeasure of watching AEW while making this poll. So unfortunately, Joe 9739 says the Fandaminator with the knuckles at WrestleMania 18.
What
nice wee
spot
moment.
that was.
Transani says, remember when there was actual championship turnover and not every belt had a reign of 500 plus days? I do remember that, and you know what? I miss those days. I miss those days going into the pay-per-view and even going into random Raws and SmackDowns when there was title matches announced and you legitimately felt like the title could change hands, because the titles did change hands. You look at it now, you never really got a major belt on the line during Raw and SmackDown, and if you do, I mean, 99 times out of 100, it's just there for the champion to get a win and retain.
Yeah, it would almost be shocking now if someone lost a belt on free TV. Which is
And it
mental.
shouldn't be, because Sami Zayn losing the Intercontinental Championship on Raw shouldn't be a massive shock.
No, it should just be the norm.
But it would be. I miss those days. I literally do miss those days when we got title matches and the title could change hands. Nowadays, it feels so predictable. You almost feel like if someone hasn't had the belt for 6 months, then there's no way they're going to lose it.
Yeah, which it should never feel that way.
So yeah, Angelo Teros, neither of them was the international champion, maybe intercontinental champion at one point. Well, I think we all know I meant that. Intercontinental, no, Jesus
I've
Christ,
just got
guys.
a feeling every comment's burying you.
Gary Brown, don't you mean intercontinental? Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Intercontinental, Jesus Christ. Board now says, Regal for me because he was good at getting heat and the power of the punch was gold. The Edge feud is underrated. Kane was a solid transitional champion. I mean, yeah, no love for RVD here, but we'll get a heart, why not? 2002, yeah, Kane easily. If you want to have Kane second, fair enough, but I don't think Kane was better than RVD as the Intercontinental champion.
The next guy definitely wasn't.
Yeah, Gunther. You don't know what error means. Xavier isn't top 10, maybe. The guy from Friends. You know what? This guy fucking sucks. Even if you put up Gunther's 2-year reign, I'd have him 5th out of the 5 people available.
Gunther doesn't deserve to reek the shite off of any of these guys.
No, because, I mean, these guys are 4 legends. Gunther's just a boring bum.
See, right, we've just named moments that these 4 have held with this belt in 2002. Name me moments with Gunther.
The only Gunther thing I remember is the triple threat match against Drew and Sheamus.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, but I like to slap the nipples.
Anyway,
My name Gunther.
Gunther slap the
People like the Gunther impression, you know.
And Ducky Pie says poor Kane. Kane came in 3rd place, so he didn't finish last. Anyway, guys, there you go. Definitely not Gunther, but it is RVD, one of a kind.
Gunther do not like the burnt nipples of Kane.
No. Anyway, RVD coming in 60% of the vote. Well-deserved win there. I think it has to be him. Mr. Rob Van Dam. Mr. Monday nights, Tuesday nights. Any night Rob Van Dam's on. You've got the man, Mr. RVD. So.
Fuck with Dynamite.
Well, I mean...
He's pretty flat on Dynamite.
He's pretty flat on Dynamite, but he is like 54 now or some shit like that, so let's cut him some slack. He's in good shape, better shape than us for sure. Till next time, peace.